Clem Ziroli, Jr.
Good morning. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. I unfortunately didn't have a written prepared document, but I'll speak from the heart here. My name is Clem Ziroli, Jr. I'm the president of First Mortgage Corporation, and we recently relocated our corporate office to City of Ontario. We employ approximately 450 people at First Mortgage Corporation. One of the neat things about First Mortgage and one of the attractions of Ontario was First Mortgage's commitment to the underserved markets. Nearly 70% of the loans that we do at First Mortgage are committed to the underserved, and so I think it's very appropriate that we're in the area of San Bernardino and the Inland Empire, for that matter. And so part of our concerns, one of the neat things about First Mortgage is a little distinctively different than a lot of mortgage bankers that exist today, is that we service the loans, and so people make their payments to First Mortgage. One of the great bits of news that I can report to you is the delinquency rate at First Mortgage is down substantially. Despite our interest in the underserved markets, we're substantially reducing delinquencies, which is a very encouraging sign. Through some of the existing measures that I could share with you, as an example, Keeping Your Homes California is part of the effort that's helped us reduce delinquencies locally and throughout the state. And so I think it's important that, as some of the speakers mentioned earlier, that we embrace the programs that exist. They do exist, and they're actually working. One of the things that concerns me about this type of a proposal and the thought process is the clamp on credit. As we're all aware, credit markets have been substantially hurt and disabled to some extent, but the focus mainly on the underserved, and I give you some examples of that. You can look at FICO overlays, and if you look at the demographics we serve in a lot of our areas, one of the speakers talked about a 90% affordability index, but that doesn't represent the eligibility index by virtue of qualifications and overlays, and I think we need to consider that. Because as we further tighten credit, we'll just further reduce the opportunity for people to involve themselves in home purchases in our communities. Part of the other thing that's happening on the positive side is there's a substantial shoring effect going on, and that is that people are acquiring properties at reduced amounts with low interest rates. I'm pushing this thing, I'm sorry, I'm encroaching over here. And so when you think about that opportunity, people getting at very low interest rates, 3.5%, 4%, buying properties at the values they are, we're bringing in a very strong group of people who will withstand or able to withstand some economic turmoil that could exist in the future. And I don't think that we're necessarily exempt from that going forward. And so I think we've got to consider those elements, because I am certain that if a proposal like this gains more momentum, that further credit tightening should be expected. As far as First Mortgage is concerned, we lend to primarily FHA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, VA. So government lending, which has not been discussed in this proposal.
Time.
Time. So I just ask that you please consider those items. One last quick thought, and it's a concern, a growing concern. I'm sorry if I'm overstepping my time.
All right.
We're encouraging a lot of investment companies to come into our areas, and they're the ones acquiring a lot of these properties at these reduced prices. We need to have the opportunity for the homeowners who want to live in the county and raise their children and go to school in the church and grow the county from that perspective. And that's my thoughts. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.